Tony.
Hi, Kathy.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. We have a thumbs up already.
Yes.
Nice, but there's nobody here.
I've been outside messing with the headlights on that on the town and country.
Scoop says, first one here. Woohoo! Hi,
Woo-wee, Scoop. How are you, man?
Do you know anything about headlights on town and countries?
All indications are that it's a bad TIP.
There's nobody in here yet. You took it a Scoop.
Hi, Scoop. How's it going, man?
Joe K is in here.
Joe K. Joe K's a headlight guru.
Stan Lincoln's here.
Stan Lincoln knows nothing about headlights.
There's nothing special is here.
What's going on, guys? Yeah, I was just trying to fix the headlights on the
Ford LTD.
the town and country.
Buddy Carafano.
Woo-wee!
KJ Kylie. Hi, everybody. Rocco. Kelsey Cunningham. All right.
That's
I
it?
hear barking. No, I hear barking.
Oh.
I was just wondering where that was coming from.
Good evening, all.
Good evening. Hi, everybody. So, what have you been up to, Tony? What were you just doing?
I was just trying to fix the headlights on the town and country.
Okay. And?
Yes.
And how'd that go?
I'm narrowing it down. I know it's not the switch. I know it's you got power to the taillights. That's all good.
Mm-hmm.
I got ground to the front circuit to the headlights, but I have no power to either the headlights or the high beams. So it's looking like it's a TIPM problem. Yes, the total integrated something.
Mr. Town and Country Man 06.
It's just so satanic. It's crazy.
Oh, it's so bad. It's really, really bad. Oh, it's so bad.
This is when I'm running into.
I told him to sell it, and he won't.
No, I'm not going to sell it. I just bought these.
I know, but I was crying.
I know she was. She was like, I don't want it. It's too something.
It was telling me to panic.
Yeah.
My key was telling me to
The
panic.
key fob says panic on it.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
So, yeah. Well, at any rate, it's exactly cars like this and problems like this that made me run away from the repair business eons ago.
Mexican Spec says so much work to fix a simple thing.
Oh, it's ridiculous, bro.
It is
It's
a simple
ridiculous.
thing. Just headlights. It's a simple thing.
But it looks like just now, I had to stop to come here and do this. But it looks like he just changed the battery, and I'm thinking to myself, it's possible that the headlights might have been on when he changed the battery. And it's got circuit protection, surge protection in there. Because the wires are like, they're nothing. There's like 3 strands of copper inside these friggin' wires. So I think there's some sort of surge protection built into that system. So I got to try a reset, and that might do it. Or not, or I don't know. I'll just hardwire the headlights to something and go.
Rocco says, you let me down more than when Paul Tibbetts bought a foreign car.
I mean, dude, listen.
We looked around.
I looked around.
We did.
And all of my, so
We looked at station wagons, and they were all like trash.
Yeah. And I don't need another project. I have projects everywhere.
We
So,
looked at VWs.
yes.
They were restored nicely.
Yes.
But we had to pull out everything that they built inside them.
Yes, that too.
That was an issue.
Because they make these things all nice and stuff like
Yeah,
that. And
they're
that's what I
beautiful.
just need big open space. And I don't need another project. I have projects sitting around. I don't even know where they are. I don't know what they need. And I can't add another one. So, and nothing will work as well for the purpose of hauling the dogs in their crates and all of the stuff that goes with them, the bags and you'd be surprised how much equipment you need when you start doing all different things with dogs. The minivan is the tool for the job.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Yes.
We did look. We looked at old wagons. We looked at old everything.
Now, if I could have found, and because they're extinct, if I could have found like a first generation, like 85, 86 Caravan, I think that'd be pretty cool. None of them exist. They're all gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, or the ones that do pop up are destroyed. And I don't need anything that's destroyed.
No. We have work to do on
Right.
the XJs.
Yes.
And
Yes. So the last
cars.
thing I need in my life is something that I look at and say, oh, it needs paint. Oh, I gotta find these interior. Oh, just no. So that's why I bought this thing.
Rocco says, I guess I will be the last one out here who remains pure.
Probably, Rocco.
Pure.
Probably.
Listen, we have
Probably.
big dogs, and we have 5 dogs.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm putting the Charger back on the
Yeah,
road
it's on
as
the
my
road.
get back and forth car, and this way
Yeah.
I don't have to drive the minivan.
Can you put a carb on that pile?
Not that I find anything wrong with driving a minivan. I don't care what I drive. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I'm very conscious of what I'm driving. I could care less what the people in traffic around me think of me. But
They'll never know it's you.
they'll never know it's me. They don't care.
They'll never know to look
Right.
for you.
Actually, that's one of the cool things about driving a minivan, because I've been driving it for the last 2 days now, is it's so inconspicuous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you just
It really
blend
is.
in with everything.
Somebody followed you on the highway,
Oh, that was terrible.
and somebody blocked us off at the ends of the road from the house. They pulled
Yep.
in front of us so we couldn't move further. And they recognized you.
Even a small automotive YouTube channel gets weirdnesses like this. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I like being completely inconspicuous for a change. It's nice. I don't drive cars
nice.
or ride motorcycles to impress anybody. I don't care. I drive them because I like them. I love them. And when I park it, I want to be able to turn around and look at it and say, oh yes, I like that,
Nice.
right? Or you know, you walk out of the supermarket and you look at it and you're like, oh, that's beautiful. That's what I do it for. I don't care what anybody around me thinks. So it means nothing to me to drive a minivan.
What did Jamie say? I don't even see him in here.
Jamie is not here anymore. He's not going to talk to me until I bought a freaking town and country.
He doesn't have border collies like we do.
Jamie,
I don't know what he said. I'm looking for his comment. I can't find it.
Jamie, if you were there, throw
Do
me.
it again.
If
Comment again.
Jamie, if you're out there, right, throw me a text because I don't have your number anymore. My phone got nuked.
Mm-hmm. Clandestine minivan life. Yeah, it's sort of.
No, I like it.
I really didn't want it. Like, I really didn't want it.
But you had to clean it.
Yeah, I cleaned it.
Playing with its features. Oh, look.
No, Tony was playing with his features. Like, it was kind of crazy to watch you playing with that.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, he liked it. He liked the electronic stuff. Like, you
Well,
were
I was
like,
playing
this
with
is
it.
fun.
Okay, he just texted me.
What did he say?
Oh, hi, this is Jamie. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to text him back.
No, that's not my van.
Gotcha.
It's not my van. It's the dog's van.
Gotcha. Thanks.
I really like the XJs. I prefer driving.
I love the XJs too, but the XJs just don't work for
It
this.
won't fit 2 large crates.
Can't put some 2 large crates. Like, they literally just will not fit. So,
It's an issue.
yeah, otherwise, there wouldn't have been a problem. We would have just kept using the XJs for this.
Yes. Mexican sped, he's talking to Dick. Garage. I see Kat finally got her van. Ha 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 ha. I cried. I said sell it.
Honestly,
What did I say? I sent you a text at like
Oh,
4 o'clock in the morning.
she sent me a text.
I was half asleep.
Wait, here.
What did I say?
Hang on.
I couldn't sleep.
Let's see.
I woke up crying.
I don't have a good feel. No, that's not it.
That's not it? Which was it?
I don't know. Lots of doom you send me.
Oh, do? Okay.
I don't want the van. It makes me feel gross and I hate myself.
That's what I said
2 days ago at 6:31 a.m.
Early in the morning.
This is what I live with.
I'm sorry.
This is what I got to deal with. Oh, she's saying good morning. Have a
was
happy,
kinda
happy
funny.
day. No,
It was
I don't
funny.
want the van. It makes me feel gross and I hate myself.
Sorry, Tony.
Welcome to my world, guys.
Sorry, everybody.
Even Jamie sends me better text than that.
I'm sorry. It was funny.
Not at the time.
Oh, well, no, you didn't read it. I came out and I told you.
All right, so
So,
I don't want to talk about the van. Well,
tell us how you really feel, Kathy.
I like it. Okay, I like it.
How do the dogs feel
I
about it?
don't like it in the same way that I like my Mopars. I don't like it in the
No,
same way that I
no.
like my XJs. I don't like it in the same way that I like my Sportsters.
It's
But
technically a Mopar.
it is a Mopar.
It is a
But
Mopar.
I like it for what it is. It's a good tool. It's quite luxurious. It's got electric lumbar, support.
That's for like old people.
It's got more buttons on the steering wheel than I have in any one of my other cars.
We have to make it cool somehow.
No, just leave it alone. Just drive it, maintain it, and drive it. It could last a year. It could last 10 years. I don't know. I don't care. I just want to make sure it looks good.
Mm.
The only thing it has to do really is just to keep me happy is just look good. They don't have to look at it and say, "Oh God, I gotta paint that core."
Oh no, we don't ever have to look at it and feel like that.
First dent, it's gone.
Yes, I agree.
First dent, it's history.
Yeah, I agree. I've sent you texts that say good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
I hate myself.
Oh, that was really rough. Like that was a hard cry. You shouldn't do that.
It shows you how committed we are to the automotive lifestyle
Yeah.
in this house.
No, like that really it affected me badly. Yeah. I'm okay now. It's for the dogs. They don't give a crap what it is.
Mhm.
They're just happy they'll have crates that fit.
If there was any way I could put 2 crates in the XJ that would fit both of them,
Yeah, Molly
no
had a
problem.
very small crate in the XJ that she really barely fit into. It was a puppy crate
Yeah, and it's fine for like,
that I got for Winnie when she was a baby.
right, if we're just gonna run to the club, it's no big deal. She'll be crammed in there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But if we're gonna go someplace, like there was a flyball tournament in Paris, Tennessee, which is like 2 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have my my dog this big in a cage this big for all of that time. So
Yeah.
minivan.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Kathy was like, just strap her to the roof. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that to my
I didn't
dog.
say that. I did not say that. I want my dogs to be safe and comfortable. And especially, I would like us to be able to drive distances.
Yeah.
With them.
Right, that's the biggest
Comfortably.
problem. We can't go any distance in the XJ with the dogs.
And we can take all the dogs now.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I can take the other dogs too. That's the other thing too. Now I've got
Right.
plenty of room for 5 dogs in there.
Sorry, just signed on. Not sure if I missed out. How's minivan life, Robert
Oh,
Murphy?
Just start from the beginning. It's all we've been yapping about since this live began. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's talk about something else. Does anybody else have something else to talk about?
I'm sure there's lots of people with minivans.
Yes, but do they have TIPMS problems?
Probably.
Ah,
It's probably coming.
probably.
They're laughing at us. It really was for the dogs. Yeah. Long box pickup with a topper.
No. No, I'm not putting my dogs
Oh
on a
no.
pickup.
Yeah,
They have no heat.
no.
They have no AC. No.
Rocco says, no, I'm too upset now. He's upset.
That's the other thing too. Now, my pups they have heat.
He
They have their own heat. Because it has rear heat. It has rear AC. It even has a TV. So if they want to watch,
very taken care of.
yeah, if they want to watch, let's say Gumby
It's sick.
yeah,
Winnie will bark at Gumby.
Yeah.
Winnie can't see any animals or any form of animal on the television.
well, they want to watch like the Ed Sullivan Show, something like
Maybe.
that, right? They could, or Green Acres. Yeah, you see, they could just put the TV down and watch it while we're doing other things.
The dogs can put the TV down?
They're border collies.
Yeah, they can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Paul Capizzola says, what was the solution to the motorcycle engine problem?
I'm gonna do a video on that this week. There's that Loctite green bearing locker, I think they call it. What I'm gonna do what I need is an easy. I'm gonna buy an easy out big enough to fit into one of those bushings, and then I'm gonna put the bushings in using that Loctite stuff, and JB Weld, and I'm also going to try just knurling one of them and see which solution holds the best. Which one is going to take the most to break? So that'll be like probably, I'm going to say towards the end of this week, because it's going to take me 3 freaking days to get the headlights to work on the minivan.
So Curmudgeon says, what's the van's TPMS symptoms?
No headlights. I have tail lights. I have turn signals. I have brake lights. I have the high intensity running lights that are going to the bottom of it, but no headlights, no high beam, no low beam, no flash to pass. But I do get the indications on the dashboard that those things are working. So it has to be from the TPMS forward. And I checked the headlights and high beams both have good ground. So I know the grounds are good. They're not getting power source. And the only power source is through the the thing under the hood, the fuse box. The frickin' fuse box. It's called a fuse box. It used to be called a fuse box. Now it's a total integrated power module.
Did the previous owner tell you about that problem, Tony?
I knew it. I knew it there in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That was what I told him. I said, this I can't take a gamble on this. It could be a simple, or it could be a disaster,
Mm-hmm.
So
We don't need no stinking seatbelts or headlights. Use the force.
what did he say?
Use the force.
If it's crazy, I'm just gonna hardwire it around them. I'll just
Run
use
a relay from the taillight power.
Exactly. I'll hardwire in around the TPMS. It's just something that's key activated or ignition switch. I don't care. Daytime running
It's not a
lights.
key.
It's not a key. It's a
a
fob.
plastic thing.
Right.
It's not a key. Probably
So-
the turn signal unit assembly Spitfire mics.
No, turn signals work fine.
Do they?
Yeah, front and back. It's just the high beam, low beam, flash to pass. Don't get any of that. Everything else works. So yeah, I'll try a hard reset on the thing tomorrow. A hard reset is you just disconnect the battery and you hold the positive and negative terminals together for 15 seconds, I think it is, and then reconnect it. If that doesn't work, then I don't want to spend $650 on a TIPMS, which is what they go for. So I'll probably just hardwire in a relay and just key on, headlights on.
This is the first step of a disappointing journey.
Yes.
Yeah. First dent, it's gone.
Mm.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
The first time I spilled coffee in it, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's literally, it's like brand new. Whoever had it took immaculate care of the thing.
Bad headlight bulb, Michael Phillips says.
No, both sides, high and low, no. And I looked, I pulled them out and I looked at them. The filaments look good.
Some of those relays have fuses inside the fuses.
There is no relay for them. It goes directly to, so the switch on the dashboard goes to the TPMS, to the fuse box. And then the fuse box distributes power wherever it's got to go. So all of that stuff is good. It's someplace from the fuse box to the headlights. So, which is a distance of that much.
Okay, so Curmudgeon is answering, because he asked you what it was doing. He says, okay, TPIM may not be getting signal from the turn signal or multi-function switch. Everything else can work, but the headlight section usually goes first.
Really?
That's what he said.
That doesn't make any sense. Read that.
Does
read
any of it make sense to
that.
me?
No, of course not. Read that to me one more time.
He says, okay, TPIM may not be getting signal from the turn signal or multi-function switch. Everything else can work, but the headlight section usually goes first.
All right. So which multifunction switch?
I don't know. Here, I'm going to screenshot his comment so I can read it to you again later because you're going to ask me. Okay. I think I got it. Just take a picture with my phone. Okay. So what question are you asking him? 17 says TIPM is the relay. Okay.
Right, it's in there, yeah.
All right. Looking for curmudgeon.
Like I said, he just put a battery in it, like brand new battery. Like probably the morning that I looked at it. And what I'm thinking is the headlights might have been on when he put the battery in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have some sort of surge protection, if that makes any sense.
Let's see. Well, let's see what he says if he has an answer. If I don't miss it.
In the meantime, we've got other people who
I
could care
know
less
that.
about all of this stuff.
Chris Freemaster says multifunction switch is wired to the instrument cluster, which is a controller. The IC sends the headlight request via CAN bus to the TIPM.
Okay.
This is much more than I want to know.
Where is the multifunction switch? What are we talking about? Are we talking about the turn signal switch? That multifunction switch?
I don't know. He didn't answer yet. Anybody know? Does anybody know? Anybody?
But the question is, if that's the case, then why would I get the headlight indicator on the dashboard?
Curmudgeon says multifunction switch is the turn signal switch.
Turn signal switch.
Run 12 volt to several of the outputs.
Okay. If that was the case, if it was the multifunction switch, the turn signal switch, would I get an indicator on the dashboard showing me that the high beams are on, and that the regular beams are on, and that the driving lights are on? Because I'm getting the indicators on the dashboard showing that those things are all on, which is why I've been focusing under the hood.
Mexican Spec says that has to be it, Tony, the turn signal switch. Rob V says that multifunction switch has about 12 wires going to it.
Okay.
Yes, we're working the headlight mystery. Tony, I think you're supposed to be helping people that are
Well, I mean, well, this is
questions.
Fair is fair. How many Holly Carburetor questions have I answered?
This is true.
How many camshaft questions have I answered? So I get a chance to ask every once in a while.
Shannon says it's the headlight on off or auto switch. You changed the headlight.
I changed the switch.
Yeah.
It was cheap. I figured, let me give it a shot. $20 off of Amazon. No, didn't make any difference.
Let's see. Chris Message says TIPM is seeing the request for the headlights and turning on the light, but the headlight relays in the TIPM are bad.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm
Is
thinking.
that what you're thinking?
Yes. But will a reset work? Is there a surge protection? So if the headlights are on when you change the battery, okay, is there a surge protector?
Let's see. Joe K says, see if Dr. R can run his scanner and manually command the lights on and off.
I don't think he. Well, I gotta ask him about that. Yeah. My friend Malachi has one of those. I can probably drop it on him tomorrow.
Sierra says bad headlight relay. That's what the know-it-all said. Who said that?
Well, technically, the relay is built into the, so.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Territory says, Tony, do you remember Kathy 2 weeks ago asking you about the next car you'd buy? And now you're hot rodding a Chrysler Pacifica.
No hot rodding. Oh God, no.
No.
I'm petrified.
The Dodgy Bun?
I am petrified of anything going wrong with it. Because I don't want to fix it. I don't want to work on it.
It's going to go to the junkyard. That's where it's going to go.
Yeah. So no, zero potential of hot rodding this thing in any way, shape, or form. I don't even want to.
It's the dog's van. It's not our van.
I'm afraid to vary tire pressure. Like, I mean, I don't want to deal with any of it.
I'm sorry, Tony. But they don't make a bigger XJ.
Well, you got Grand Cherokee.
That's not. No, it's not really bigger than the XJ. It's really not. It's poofier. It's poofy.
Well, the problem is the distance across the back. The distance is so I need two large crates. and the distance across the back for the two large crates is 44 inches. No, 45 inches thereabouts. And the opening is only 42 inches. So that's why I need, you know, small difference, small little thing, but there's no way around it. I gotta, you know.
See, Spitfire Mike says, if my memory is right, the green wire plugged into multifunction switch will lose connection. Green wire, I think.
Green wire into a multifunction switch. I mean, I'll take a look at that.
Can you remember that?
Yes.
You want me to screenshot it? Here.
No, I will look
Okay.
at the.
The green wire.
Yes.
Trouble with the van you bought, Tony?
Yes. Well, this is one of the reasons I got it for the price that I did.
Don't you make videos about the... Let's see, I don't know. What do you make videos about? How bad new cars are?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Yes. And I
Not to buy them.
obviously, if I didn't have,
I just think it's funny.
if I didn't have 15 regular, good survivable cars laying around,
You have a
I
lot
would
of
not.
cars.
I have a lot of cars. You
I
don't
know,
understand.
we have too many, actually.
Way too many.
We gotta get rid of some.
Right. And motorcycles.
Yeah,
I
we gotta
all
get rid
this
of
stuff. So yeah, no, I wouldn't
And
afford
none
it.
of them can carry the dogs, which is what we do.
Well, none of them can carry the
Multi
dogs
times
in
a
the
week
way that
I
we
go to
want.
training.
In the way that we want to carry them. That's the difference.
Well, no, the small crate for Molly is too little.
But that's what I'm saying. The way
Yeah.
we want to carry them is in comfort, and this is the way to do it.
Okay, Impulse Taco says, what's the proper order for setting point gap, dwell, and timing?
The proper order?
Yeah, that's what the question was. Yeah.
Well, okay. So it depends on. All right. You have two different systems. Okay. You have the Ford and Chrysler, and you have the General Motors. Okay. So the Ford and the Chrysler are done with a feeler gauge, right? And the General Motors is done with a dwell meter. And I'm talking about from like 19. When did they go to the Uniset? Like 1962 or something like that. 1963 until they switched over to HER. They use a set of points, usually with the condenser attached to it, and you don't set those with a feeler gauge. There's a little Allen bolt in there, spring-loaded Allen bolt, and you actually set those with a dwell meter. You don't use a feeler gauge. Ford and Chrysler use a feeler gauge. You can set Ford and Chrysler, and I've done it with you need somebody to crank the engine while you manipulate two screwdrivers. Actually, I demonstrated this. I showed how to do this in a video. So you're doing a Ford or a Chrysler, and you want to set the points, but you don't care about the gap. You don't have a feeler gauge handy. You do have a dwell meter. You hook up the dwell meter. You have somebody crank the engine. You use two flathead screwdrivers, one to loosen the nut, and the other one to manipulate the points back and forth. And while somebody's cranking the engine, you watch the dwell meter and open and close the points until you get your 30 degrees or whatever it is you're looking for, 32 degrees, 40 degrees, depending on what yours is supposed to be, and then you lock it down. So you can set regular points with a dwell meter, but all your GM points get set with a dwell meter. Did I even answer the question? I don't know. I talked about points.
Robert Murphy says, okay, this is what drove us to do what we did. He says, you need your old yellow box truck.
No. Yeah, we took a road trip in the old yellow box. I had plans for that thing. I really wanted to do the interior, make it nice.
I made it nice. We put wood floors down.
I put wood floors down.
Painted it.
And then I was going to do the walls and the ceiling and all of that. It was brutal.
I painted the interior.
Yeah, it was nice,
Did
but
the
I wanted to
seats.
finish it, right?
Yeah, I know.
But
It
even
almost killed us.
yes.
This is a true story.
Yeah,
almost killed
it
us.
would have needed way too much. I told that story.
Yeah,
We're
it
coming
was
back
very
from
cold.
Florida, I think it was.
Yep.
Where we're coming back from.
Coming back from Florida.
And man, I got to Monte Eagle, and it was like 3 a.m, and it was like in the single digits. It was like 5 or 6 degrees, and with the heat blasting, and it had a good heater, but just no, with all of that space, the heater did absolutely like less than zero. She was in the back under a blanket with all of the dogs.
I put blankets up over the back door. I had things
Oh,
packed
please.
up. It was bad. Like I would get out and try and like stop the wind from coming in. It was like freezing. Like literally almost died.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
She was under her blanket with all 4 dogs. And she's like, I'm dying.
It was bad. I couldn't feel my feet.
I can't feel my ass.
The dogs,
Right?
there was no heat.
Right.
No warmth.
The dogs are all looking at me like, I just want to die now, Dad.
Right.
That's it. I'm done, right? And I was sitting there, this is with the heat blasting, okay?
Yeah. You had
I had socks. I
on
put
your
socks
hands.
over my hands.
You didn't have gloves.
I drove the last like 50 miles or 60 miles with a hard shiver, okay?
Brutal.
A consistent hard shiver.
It's not funny, it was brutal.
I swear to God, I'm not lying about this.
We came
okay?
like that close to death.
Yeah, and I told her specifically. She says, "How are we doing?" I says, "We got about 40 miles to go." She says, "Okay, we're gonna make it." I says, "Kathy, if anything happens, if we get a flat tire, anything happens, we're dead." Okay.
There's no place to pull off.
Don't even not forget about pull off.
No exits.
We would have froze to death.
Nothings. Yeah, we would have froze to death.
We would have froze to death.
Yeah, it's really bad. So, whenever we looked at anything old, like that kind of came to mind,
Yeah.
and that's kind of why we ended up getting what we got because we don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Yeah. And again, see, for the purpose, right? I'm only taking. Okay, so it's a vehicle to run to the grocery store. Obviously, a minivan's perfect for that, right? But the reason we got it is to do dog things at the dog events, and all of the people at dog events have some version of a minivan. The Grand Caravans and the Town and Countries with the stow and go seating are the premium choice for dog people. Like they've all actually she's on a forum.
There's a group.
There's a group.
Yeah, it's hang on.
It's a group that's just dog people talking about
How they set up their
vehicles.
and what vehicles they should buy.
Right. So the Grand Caravan and the Town and Country have stow and go seating, meaning that you don't have to take the seats out and have a place to find a place to put them and all the other shit. They fold into the floor. So the Town and Country is the choice. It's like a premium vehicle for dog people. So that's what I got. I got the premium vehicle for dog people.
Yep.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to reinvent. You know what I mean? I rather fish to fry.
No. I know. Yeah. We can't make like a real big deal out of it. We just gotta get whatever will hold the dogs around.
Right.
Would you stop it, Rocco? He's not dealing with it well. Okay, there are some people that buy these vans and they have like 10 crates in them.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing.
Yeah, and I would like to get a third border collie. I want another one.
Jeez.
They need a sister. They need a
We've
sister.
not lost Tony. No, we haven't lost Tony. He's still to the dragster.
No, that's besides. You guys got to realize too. Up until I started, well, okay, you go back. You got to go back now. Like,
Came here for Uncle Tony and I got soccer Tony. Sorry, cut it out.
I got no problem with that. Like I said, when it comes to like what I'm driving, and I could care less. Like it means nothing to me what it looks like to I was like, oh, he's a soccer mom.
Right.
Yeah, okay, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not one of those like image conscious people. I just don't care.
So was the van used strictly for dog duty? Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, it'll be here at the house. It'll get used for dog duty, and
Because
she'll
they
use
go
it.
back and forth to training multiple times a week.
Right.
Like, I want to say sometimes 4 times a week, depending on what's going on.
Yeah.
And then they have trials, which last days.
Yeah.
So That's really what it's for. Like we're on break right now from classes.
Yeah, we won't have
for the
anything happen
holidays,
until like January.
January. But still, we got sent work at like Home Depot. We go into Home Depot.
Yeah.
And we go let the dogs find the hides. They hide stuff, which is kind of neat.
It was fun.
Actually,
That
it
was
was
actually really cool.
fun.
Yeah, Home Depot's very cool. We were there with like, I don't know, what would you say, about 7 or 8 dogs?
There wasn't that many. So there were 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, probably about 7 or 8 dogs.
Yeah, and Home Depot, and so Home Depot, I was surprised. I'm still holding a grudge against Home Depot for the lockdown shit. You know, like, you can't come in without a mask, right? So I still have a little bit of a grudge against Home Depot for that, but they let us bring like 7 or 8 dogs in and hide smell. Like, okay, so
Hide smell.
hide smells.
Okay.
So the dogs go after the, like when you're not familiar with scent work. I'm still learning about it.
First scent
Yeah,
that
so I got like they'll put the scent of birch on a thing,
a Q-tip
okay,
or something.
on a Q-tip,
Yeah.
and they'll stick it someplace. They'll hide it, and the dog's got to run around and find it. And Home Depot let us do that. They were like, yeah, go to the.
We
go
put
to,
it in the cabinets.
Yeah, go to the cabinets.
The kitchen.
Go in that area, the kitchen area, right? And we did that. They hid the stuff, and the dogs all went and they smelled it. And I thought that was great.
Yeah, and they did outside too. It was
Yeah.
really good. The dogs love it.
Yeah.
Like they love it.
I would have thought, nah, that nobody's gonna want to do that. Dogs love this shit.
Yeah. All stores did that, Tony. All stores do that. They let you hide scent. I don't know about that.
I don't know. It's my first experience with it. I'm still learning all this stuff.
Let's see. Bet the dogs would love if you used a food truck. You could collect all the dogs. What kind of puppy does what? They're laughing at Firefly said something funny. I don't know. I don't see it. Convert a van to a roll top desk. There you go. You heading out, Mexican Spec? Okay.
Ah, good night,
We
brother.
got it. Have a good night. Liz would let us do it too. Did the employees think it was a dog sniffing dogs? No.
I don't know what they thought. All I know is they were like, yeah, cat, knock yourself out.
I mean, it was crowded, but we did our thing. We just took the whole area and we did our thing. They're like, oh, you can use this spot. Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought that was very cool.
Yeah. Roll top desk on a van, that is? Why? Why? Puppy
Just-
dogs?
Just scratching your
Yes,
little-
puppy dogs. We have
Uh-huh.
dogs. Yes. Dogs. We have a dog van now.
Yes.
Have you ever messed with Diesel anything?
Mm-mm.
Any fun stories to share?
The only time I ever really got involved with diesels was back in the 80s when I was swapping Oldsmobile diesels over for small block Chevys in used cars. You know, I had a used car dealer who would go to the auction and buy the diesel cars, bring them home, and have me convert them to gasoline.
Oh, what kind of puppy dogs? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misread that. What kind of puppy dogs?
Oh,
Border Collie.
We have 2 border collies, Winnie, who's 2, and Molly Jane, who's going to turn a year tomorrow.
On the 18th.
Yeah.
It's her birthday.
And then I've got 2
No, not
completely
tomorrow. Day after
insane
tomorrow.
rescue beagles.
Tuesday.
And then I have Lily, who's just
Whatever Lily
she's a,
is.
whatever Lily is, she's just a
She's some
mutt.
sort of a terrier
Yeah.
mix. Like a rat terrier, she looks
She's like a rat terrier pit bull mix.
Yeah. She's a rat terrier, except she's a brindle.
Yeah.
So if you Google rat terrier, you can see what she looks like, except brindle.
With a wide jaw, like a little pointy snout and a wide jaw.
Yeah, and she's crazy. Let's see. Speaking of diesels, did you hear that whispering?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to do with his Ferrari.
Yeah, I know. Time for dinner. Enjoy, Biofly. Let's see. glue fur on it, like on Dumb and Dumber. No, when I glue fur on the man. No. Oh, let's see. Wargo says, Tony, I've been watching Donk Drag, and it's cooler than most forms of drag racing. Building full size, full weight, flashy cars on crazy wheels
I've seen.
that really run hard is awesome.
I've seen. It's a little nutty, but yeah, I've seen it.
World of Woodchip. We like to play hide and seek in those big warehouse stores. You're never too old to have a happy childhood.
Absolutely right about that. I'm going through my, I guess this is like my 18th or 19th childhood.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. I go through childhoods constantly. It never stops.
Let's see. So, I don't know when the next one is. You usually go on Sundays, but we didn't go today. Because there was a trial today, I think. The scent work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we used to go on Sundays. Maybe next week. Dean is here. There's no more questions for you, Tony.
That's it. Let's pack it in.
You're done.
Let's go.
You're done. Zero says wood chip. He gave wood chip the thumbs up. Something was deleted by Zero. Hey Tony, I work at Bombardier Aircraft as a quality control inspector for the Global Express. I was wearing one of your shirts.
Nice.
Very nice, Jim.
Nice. Represent.
Awesome. What's the oldest car you've ever worked on? Model T, Model A?
I worked on a Model A. Well, I'm talking like sometime around like 1982 or 1983. I had a service station on the corner of Castleton Avenue and Richmond Terrace on Staten Island, and somebody had a Model A that I worked on. But no, I mean really, that's as far back as I go, and that's pretty much the limit of it. I've worked on a bunch of '50s cars, here and there.
So Jim says it was the shirt that says sketchy even by my standards.
The perfect shirt.
Perfect for that.
The perfect shirt to wear for that.
All right, Joe K says, yes, I have a question.
Ah!
Can you gut the interior of one of the XJs behind the front seats? Would that give enough room for 2 crates?
No,
Everything is down.
Yeah, the opening between the it's not wide enough.
Yeah, crates are big. Border collies aren't tiny.
They need enough room
They're
to
not
be able to turn
huge.
around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't just coop them in one. Well, they're not a veal. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to move around. And,
He says, I had many laughs by the managers and workers. That's awesome. Because they have a good sense of humor.
order a dozen and sell them to them. We'll give you a discount.
Yeah, sure. We could do that. Talking to wood chip. Zero's axing people.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice. Okay, Oscar Gonzalez wants to know, can I mix different brands of motor oil of the same weight?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't tell you specifically. I'm not like the motor oil geek, but I do it all the time. Everybody does it.
Let's see. Power Choice says foreclosure rate over 20%.
Yeah, guys, get ready to scoop up some friggin' tax sales and oh please. If you've been holding off waiting to buy real estate, give it another 6 months to a year, and stuff is gonna flood the friggin' market like there's no tomorrow.
So Jake's Garage says, Uncle Tony, what about getting a ZJ? They're a little bit bigger than the XJ.
They are. So
What's a ZJ?
a Grand Cherokee.
Oh, are they bigger?
Yeah.
They're more poofy.
They are more poofy. So here's a problem. The two issues with a ZJ. The opening at the rear hatch is not any wider. Same width. I measured. Okay, and the height. They're generally an inch or two higher than the XJs, and the XJ is high for the dogs. So not that they can't jump in like
They
that.
could jump over your head.
They can jump over your head, but they don't want to. When you bring them up close to the vehicle and you say get in, they're like, because a lot of times they'll go to jump in and they'll bang their knees on the rocker and stuff like
But
that.
that's because Winnie has to get in through the side door, and she's a big girl. She's
Yeah.
not a small border collie,
So
so she's got to go through the side door to get in her crate, and it's a maneuver.
yeah.
I want a Jeep named for letters which don't exist, Danny Boyd says. Letters that don't exist? Why don't you make some up?
Well, there's one other reason too. So a lot of these events you go to and you're there for the day, and the weather doesn't make any difference. It could be raining out, nobody cares. They go and do their thing. You need a convenient way to camp out. You need a convenient place. So the minivan with the side doors and all the other stuff gives you a good place to chill and hang out. You bring a tent, you bring chairs, you bring a barbecue, you bring all kinds of stuff. And when you're talking about a Cherokee or a Grand Cherokee, there just isn't the convenient room. And again, the height. You know what I mean? The height becomes a thing when you're going to camp out of it.
All right, Chris Freemasson says VW bus, take out the rear seats, tons of room for the pups.
But again, you see, I was looking at VW buses because I've always loved VW buses. I was talking about an A100. But I don't want a project. I don't want something I have to care about. Does this make any sense? You see, you buy anything that's cool or old, and you dedicate it to this purpose, and it's like it becomes another project. It's another vehicle you have to think about. I don't have to think about this other than just fix this problem. You know what I mean, and deal with stuff as it happens. I don't have to look at the rust is coming through over here. Oh, I got to find that. Oh, the gauge cluster is this, or you know what I mean. It's like I don't want another vehicle I have to think about. I have too many vehicles now that I have to think about, that I have to care about. I don't want that. I want something that has good paint that I don't have to look at it. I have to think about. This is you don't have to look at it and think about it as anything could possibly be.
Let's see, Jake's Garage says, hey, I dig minivans too. I guess secretly you do too. I get it. It makes sense for the purpose.
Yes, it's fit for purpose. That's why all of the dog people have these things. You don't see the dog people don't have Jeeps. They have minivans, and they generally have the Chrysler minivans because of the stow and go seating. So I don't want to reinvent the culture. You know what I mean? The culture is already well established, and they have their ways, and all of the events are built around their ways. So, and the vehicles that they use are it's all like an integrated thing, and I don't want to have to think about it. I just want to park my minivan with the other minivans, set up the way the others ones set up, and then go and enjoy the dogs and doing the dog activities and not think about the vehicle.
I think you have a crush on air-cooled VWs.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Wildfly says Astro vans are perfect.
They are. Astro vans are really good. But no stow and go seating. And the ones that do have seating, the ones that don't have seating don't have windows.
Yeah, you need windows.
I need the windows.
Let's see, Richard Hayes sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
Tony, I love your video on space. You inspire me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I have no idea which video you're talking about, but
There's a video on space.
The Final Frontier.
I don't think he means that space. In a room.
Oh, I know the video you're talking about. Yes. Okay. I know the video you're talking about. Yeah, I did that a couple of years ago.
Let's see.
It took me a minute.
Oh my God, Tony has been replaced by a clone Rocco. If you had border collies, you would understand Rocco.
Have you ever heard me say a bad word about things like minivans?
No, he doesn't.
Well,
No.
not just you. I mean them.
Yeah, probably not. No,
Yeah.
you don't really talk. Well, new cars, you say bad.
New
things
cars,
about.
yes.
So this
New cars are ridiculous, and this is
could be
ridiculous.
a new car,
The only difference
even though
between
it's not new.
The only difference between this one and one of the reasons why so
This is AI, Tony. It's not.
like you don't have there's nothing that's VIN locked on this thing. It's got a little typical bullshit. But you remember something? I was working on these cars years ago before I got into the Mopar parts business and then YouTube. I worked on these things. You know what I mean? This was my regular life.
Yeah. It's not the van, it's the tech. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. New TIPM in a VW bus. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No VW buses at the dog events.
No, because they probably don't want to deal with trying to fix them. That's the truth. You know, they're not restoring any VW buses.
Right.
They're
And
either going to buy one that's been restored, when they're going to pay a premium for it, and you have to rip out all the nice stuff they have in it so that they can put their crates in it. Because every one we looked at that was nice had stuff built in.
mm-hmm.
Let's see. Hello, Bear Rose. What you said? I see somebody saying hello.
You know, there's another thing too. You guys got to realize too. We're air. Because you go to these events, the air gets freaking hot. We live in Tennessee. So during the summer, I mean, it's typical to have 90, 95 degree days. And I've got dogs that I've got to sit in crates sometimes for hours at a clip. The rear air is important.
Yeah. Yeah. They actually have fans for crates.
And I think that's one of the things a lot of guys aren't realizing, right? You think that you go to a dog event and you're sitting there with your dog the whole time, but it's not like that. A lot of events, the dog has to stay in its crate, and the crate has to be like in your car. So like for instance, you'll go to like this. We went to a frisbee thing last week, okay, and it was only one dog allowed in on the field at a time, and your dog had to wait its turn in the crate in your car because there was no other place to put anything like that. So, and this is common. So at this event, this is what
some of the dogs are reactive, so you can't have another dog on the field.
So this is what made me think, okay, I've got to get a minivan because I went to this thing, and that's what it was. It was all minivans, and they were all parked on these people's lawn. It was a private house that held this event in their backyard, that big backyard, and out front it was all minivans parked on their lawns with all the dogs in crates, and everybody was just kind of like camped out, and so it's not like when you go to a dog event, you've got your dog with you the whole time. The dog spends a lot of time in your vehicle.
Yeah. Any swimming competitions? There's actually dock diving.
Dock diving, but we haven't done that with. Well, we took.
We did it with Winnie. Winnie went twice. They have big competitions, like crazy competitions for that. But we don't really do that. Dock diving.
No.
There's too many different events, so
There's a lot of different events.
we try to like keep it to where it's doable. Will you fit nitrous to it?
Not a prayer.
No?
Not a prayer. I am afraid of modifying any aspect of this vehicle.
Do the windows roll down in the van?
They do everything. they do everything. They roll up, they roll down. The ones in the back pop out like this.
The glass isn't broken. The windshield's not broken.
Windshield isn't cracked. It's like, oh my god. Jumping Jesus, a windshield that had a crack.
Does any dog people have the full size vans, 40 Econolines?
None that I see. None that I see.
They have to keep their dogs cool. So the Ford Econolines, they really don't have windows, right?
Well,
Most
like,
of them? Do they have like air in the back and stuff like that?
Some of them do. The ones that are set up like the minivan.
Because a lot of people put fans on the crates, like to keep the dogs cool. Like, Paul just sent me a link to fans on sale at Home Depot that you attach to the crates.
Yeah.
So, like, it's very involved. Like, there's a lot of
Yeah, it's not as simple as you think.
It's not simple.
Right. It's not as simple as you think. There's a lot to it, and I'm learning it. I'm just learning. You know, it's all brand new to me, and I'm enjoying the piss out of it, to be honest with you.
It's fun.
Yeah.
The scent work is fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. We were doing agility for a while. That was fun and painful. But Tony, you were in agility, right?
Yes.
Okay, 7T says, you want the wiring diagram? What email do I use? Do you want the wiring diagram?
It would be helpful. I was actually searching for that right before we came on.
You can send it to uncletonysgarage@gmail.com. uncletonysgarage@gmail.com. And I will check it. Thank you.
Yeah, she'll check it.
Yeah, usually I don't check it all the time, so I don't see every email. But I will look for that one. They do everything for now. What? What does? The van? I was talking about the van. Yes, the windows go up and down. It's nice. It's very luxurious. I like crank though. Crank windows?
I like them too, but
I like them too.
we have crank windows. We have all of this stuff.
Let's see. Are you going to add custom touches to the van?
Nope.
No. It's
Not
gonna
a
be
prayer.
Plain Jane.
Not going to touch it. That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. I wanted a vehicle that I have no desire to change. I have no desire to work on. I have no desire to fix. I have no desire to make it faster. Or it's
Totally
just
unnoticeable.
right, completely, utterly nondescript. Blend in with the crowd. You know, even just that's what I'm looking for here. That's why I bought that.
Have you ever thought about one of the 70s VW dune buggies as a project?
I just saw one pop up. It was like $600. If I had a place to use it, yeah, I would. But to me, it's kind of senseless driving a dune buggy around on the street. You know, they're not really suited to the type of off roading that gets done around here. And we, you know, if I was on the West Coast, yeah, I would absolutely have a sandrail or like a Manx or something like that.
Does that van have the Pentastar V6?
Yes.
Hey Tony, could a failing torque converter cause a truck to feel like a brake is holding first thing in the morning and the truck to shudder and not accelerate randomly? GMT 400 Chevy truck.
Yes to all of those. Oh God, it's been such a long time since I've come across a problem like that. But yes, so what's happening is when it feels like you're dragging a brake, it's locking up prematurely, or it's not locking up prematurely, but the guts of the converter are loose enough that it's dragging the clutch. And you'll get a shudder out of that. You'll get you come to a stop and it'll stall the engine when you come to a stop, and then you'll be able to restart it right away, put it in gear because everything kind of relaxes. Yes, a bad converter can give you those symptoms.
Shane O'Donnell says, "Hi Tony, you spoke about collecting Sportster Evos.
Yes.
What years were you talking about? Sorry, I'm a newbie."
Oh, okay.
Fine.
I'm going to do a video. I don't want to do too much Sportster stuff all at once, but I am going to do a buyer's guide or spotter's guide and go over the differences in the different generations. My preferred is a 91 to 03. I think they hit it out of the park with the 91 to 03. Now I also like the 04, 5, and 6. Those are the rubber mount, but they're carbureted. Okay, the three that I have here at the house are all that 01 to I'm sorry 91 to 03 generation. Then I have one that I've got set up for distance riding. You know, not that I make long road trips or anything like that, but if I want to go on a 50, 100 mile ride, I've got an 04 carbureted 04, so the rubber mount that's set up exactly for that, and so you don't get fatigued. And it's got a bigger tank. It's got a 4.2 gallon tank. Actually, I've got two of those bikes. One of them's over in storage. So, but I am going to do a spotter's guide because different generations of Sportster lend themselves to certain types of modifications, or just leave them alone.
Okay, John Bishop says, do you have any experience with a carb cheater?
No, no, it's a metered vacuum leak, man. It's a metered vacuum leak.
Robert Murphy, so you're saying there is no possibility of putting a slant 6 in it?
Zero. Zero possibility of me doing anything but straight repairs on it with regular parts that come from the regular auto parts store.
Okay, 72Z28 says, okay, he sent you the thing. In the
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Tony, what did you ever do with that TS250?
TS250. Oh, I sold it. I sold that. I sold when I was getting ready to move out of the shop, the last shop we were in. So it was 2 years ago now. I sold a lot of stuff. I sold like 3 cars and like 4 motorcycles. I got rid of the TS. I got rid of the 61 Sportster. I got rid of 2 Buell Blasts. I got rid of those. And 1 or 2 others that I can't even remember now. And slowly, then I moved to this shop, and I bought a few different bikes, kept them for a little while. I did videos on them, and then recently, like over the last couple of months, I decided, you know what? I just want to narrow it down to Sportsters. It's easy for me to just stockpile parts. It's like one platform to work with, and you can do literally anything with them. So that's what I've got now. I've got 5 bikes altogether, and they're all Sportsters.
Sanfley says, in one of the dragster vids, you said concrete in the block.
Yes.
Why is concrete in the block?
Well, it was a common thing with engines. Concrete and used to use DevCon was another, which is what they make bowling balls out of. It's the material you make bowling balls out of. And they did that before aluminum motors became common with replaceable liners when they're still dealing with cast iron engines, and especially very overboard cast iron engines. They would fill the water jackets with either concrete or DevCon so that the cylinder walls wouldn't blow out. So on this block, it's bored 85 over. So the cylinder walls are paper thin, and they filled it with concrete to keep the cylinder walls from blowing out.
Walter Woodchip. There's different kinds of dog showing. Okay. He says, my failed science experiment, ex-girlfriend, wanted to do dog showing. She also wanted me to cut my hair and get a real job.
Oh, no.
I took the dog and ran as far and as fast
Yes.
as I could.
Yes. Never cut your hair. Never get a real job.
If you had dog showing, like confirmation showing, that's different.
Yeah.
Than what we
It's
do. We do dog sports.
It's acceptable to trim your beard.
Is that acceptable?
Well, to a lot of people it's not, but
Yeah.
you can trim your beard, but never cut your hair, never get a real job.
Yeah, we don't do confirmation showing. We don't do that. We do dog sports.
Yeah, we don't do right. It's different. We do activities.
Well, confirmation showing is an activity too.
It's not really
different.
the same.
It's different.
It's not the same.
We don't do that. Let's see. 70 says, let me know if you need something more specific. I can only grab 1 page at a time.
Okay, as long as it covers the headlight circuit, that's all I need.
Cool. Thank you. Walter Woodchip says, for the record, I never spoke to the human female again. The dog is snoring in the next room, now old with a white face.
Nice.
Aw.
Nice.
Aw. Let's see. Firefly Tony, are you ready for the oil filter housing to be leaking both oil and or coolant on the new van? It's underneath the intake manifold. Common issue. Not trying to depress you, just an FYI.
Yeah, I'm expecting. I haven't seen anything from that. The coolant leak. The fan relay was bad. So what happened was when he started it up that morning, before he came to me, it idled long enough that the temperature gauge went up and it started pushing out of the overflow. But it's just a relay. I changed the relay. It's fine now. But that was a coolant leak on that. I'm expecting to have to work on it. I'm not. I'm not allergic to working on it. The biggest problem is the only problem, honestly, is that I can't make content that are working on it, which that makes it a pain in the ass. Because it's not the kind of channel that we do, right? I don't want to make content out of stuff just because it's here in front of me and this is what we're going to work on. If it's anything crazy like that, I'll probably just pass it off to my buddy Malachi and let him change it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think you like the challenge, though. I think
Not when I've got to maintain a channel.
I understand that, but
Not when I've got to
think that
maintain
you
a
like
channel.
learning how to do new things. You do like that.
I do.
Yeah.
I get very much in the zone,
Mm-hmm.
right? But there's certain things you can't get in the zone of.
I know.
Because I have to, first and foremost, this is our business. This is what pays for minivans and dog stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to maintain making content on the channel, and so I can't work on stuff that I don't think fits the channel from that perspective.
Danny
So-
Boyd says, "B.S. Tony, we'll watch you work on that turkey."
A small percentage of people will.
You know, I'm surprised that so many people watch the video, and I said it's because it's relatable. A lot of people have those vans.
Yes.
You know, so if they see a video and you, I guess, approve of it in a way, they would probably watch you work on it reluctantly. You know.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
A segment of videos on bypassing stupid things and a new crap might be clickable. That's a good idea.
That is true. And if the thing with the headlights becomes too involved, yes, I'll probably do a video on running the headlights off of a separate power source to a relay. Yes.
I think people would like to see stuff like that.
Yes, that would actually be a good useful video.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. I want to do useful videos.
Right.
And something like that is useful. Because that applies to so many different cars. You could have a Volvo with this problem. You could have you see what I'm saying? So, yes, I would do stuff like that. But to change the water pump housing or the oil cooler housing on a 3.6 or on a Pentastar, that's not good content. I'm not going to do that. I'll just pay somebody else to do that.
Mm-hmm. Come on, we watched Hemi paint dry.
Because it was on a Hemi.
Yeah.
You wouldn't watch Pentastar paint dry.
No. I'm watching you fix a leaky sink.
That's
Tony
just...
can become the car wizard. You want to be the car wizard?
No, I don't want to be the car wizard. I would shoot myself in the friggin' brain if I had to do that every day.
Terrible.
I'm not saying anything bad about the car wizard.
No.
I'm not saying
He works on regular cars.
right. But I'm saying is if I had to do that kind of work in that kind of shop, yeah, I kill my. I just yeah, no, just no.
No.
No, I'll go work at Waffle House.
Well, for A-Buddies Forever, Zero says.
Yes.
Let's see. Chip says, Tony, I have a 68 Barracuda, good for making content. Want to help me with it?
Do you live in Nashville? If the answer is yes, we could talk
Nashville
about it.
area. Yeah.
He lives in the Nashville area?
I don't know. No, I'm saying Nashville or the Nashville area.
Yeah.
He did not respond yet.
Okay.
Let's see. Eric the car guy showed me how to fix an Xbox 360 years ago. Nice. Scotty Kilmer would have gotten a Toyota Sienna.
There are some Toyotas. There's Hondas. One of Kathy's friends bought a new Honda minivan for that.
Yeah. Yep. She gave me all the tips of all the things I need to buy. Oscar Gonzalez sent you super chat.
Hey, girl.
We'll watch you create art like Bob Ross style.
I did that. I did a video, Fine Art with Uncle Tony. It was like one of the first dozen videos we did.
Uh-huh. Okay, so Chip says he's 2 hours away, but can be there anytime.
No good, bro. No good. If you don't live within like, hey, come over, pop over here real quick. You know what I mean? That zone, then no. If you're more than 10 or 15 minutes away, no good.
It's very difficult to line things up like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So being close is like a big deal.
Yeah, the dragster make an exception. Jeff, well, because it's an exceptional vehicle, and Jeff lives about an hour away, but I knew going in, it's gonna get I'm gonna have to do everything. So, and Dr. Art is helping with it. So make an exception for that, and it's a long-term project. But like for anything beyond that, if it's not really exceptional and extraordinary circumstances like this dragster is, I can't. It just doesn't work.
Chip says, understand, Tony. When is your birthday, Olive?
Happy birthday, Olive.
Is it your birthday? Happy birthday, Olive.
It'll be Molly Jane's birthday tomorrow.
No, day after tomorrow, the 18th.
Oh, okay.
Today's the 16th. Let's see. Have you ever messed with any vintage Japanese stuff? Toyota, Datsun?
Working on? Yes. I mean, tons of it in the 80s and the 90s. Have I ever owned any? I had two Z cars. What else do we have? There was like I bought her. We were just talking about this. I bought her a Toyota to sell, just to run around while I was down here in Tennessee and she was still up in New York. But yeah, I mean, I've worked on it. I go back to when you could do everything on a Toyota with a 15, a 12, and a 10 millimeter wrench. It was all you need. 3 tools to work on the entire friggin' car front to back. That's how far back I go with those things.
We've had a lot of like runaround cars. We've always had them.
Here and there. I mean, I can't remember them specifically.
You know when we stopped getting them, like when we started like building stuff more. You know, when we were buying a lot of older cars and just staying with that specifically, and then we bought the XJs for running around. But before, when we moved here, we had that Chevy truck. We had the Ford Rangers.
That S10 was awesome. I had a slammed
we had
S10.
S10. We had the Ford Rangers. We had multiple ones. We had like a bunch of running around cars. So this van is not that big of a deal.
No,
in the grand
but that's what I'm saying.
Like nobody's ever seen us with a running around car.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Right. That's why they don't understand.
Right.
I had a Volvo. We had the Monte SS.
Oh, we had tons of cars like that. We had that Grand Prix, the 2+2.
Mm-hmm. We had lots of stuff. It's nowhere near your actual birthday, but thanks everyone. Oh, okay.
But it's Zero's birthday.
Is it Zero's birthday?
Happy birthday, Zero.
Happy birthday, Zero. Let's see. Hey, have a good evening, Ryan says. Have a good evening.
Have a good day.
See what you started, Olive? Everybody thinks it's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Let's see. Danny Boyd says, I love a Grand Prix 2+2, just because it's such an oddball.
Yeah, it was a real oddball. I got it for a song because nobody wanted it. It was the ugliest freaking car ever built.
Coffee and Caravans with Uncle Tony and Martha Stewart.
I go back and I say it again. I have never once in my life bought a vehicle or drove a vehicle or considered a vehicle because it was impressive.
Right,
That's just not me, right? I buy things because I like them. I like to look at them. I like the way they feel. I like the way they sound. I like the way they smell. I've never once in my entire life given any consideration to styling. That's just not me.
Styling.
I don't go styling.
No, we don't do that.
So for me, a minivan is just fine. It's as good as anything else. That's the thing. It's hard to explain to people, I tell you what. It's probably why I have such a well-rounded background. I mean, and I mean this honestly. It's one of the reasons I'm able to do this freaking channel, is because I never cared. So to me, like a, a, a new Lambo, a 14-year-old, 12-year-old minivan, a Hemi Cuda,
Same difference.
same exact thing to me.
Yeah.
They mean nothing to me.
People don't get that.
People
A
don't
lot of
understand
people
that,
don't think
right?
that way. So.
Most people don't think that way. They're like, oh, I want to impress this one. Oh, I am the exact opposite of that. I just don't care. So it's
It's
like,
like, what's the lamest thing? That's cool.
it's like, I like everything. I like everything. Well, I should say I like everything. What I mean to say is,
You can find something to like about it.
I can find something to like about every vehicle. Some
Maybe not Ferraris.
I'm not crazy about them.
No.
But I'm telling you, Bugatti Veyron, Kia Sorento, to me, same thing. There's no difference.
Right.
Hemi Cuda, Hemi Superbird, throw it in there too. No difference. I just don't care. I like the vehicle because I like certain things about it, certain aspects of it, but I don't care what anybody else thinks about it. And that's one of the reasons why I have such a diverse background, and I'm able to do a channel like this, because I've had my hands in everything, and I totally get the suburban soccer mom head. I get it. I see why these things are so popular. I understand it. I respect it, and I have no problem participating in it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's fit for purpose.
So Richard Hayes wants to know, Tony, any knowledge on the area around Wagner College on Staten Island? My sister is going there for school. How will Staten Island seem to someone from small town Midwest?
So
Wagner College? My grandfather went to Wagner College.
yeah,
So did my mother.
she would know that area a lot better than I would.
I don't think it was in a great area. I don't think it was horrible, but I don't know what it's like now.
Yeah, we've been out of Staten Island for 20. God, we moved here in 03, so this will be our 23rd
Where's
year.
Wagner College? Is it near Grimes Hill?
Yeah.
That might be okay. That might still be okay.
Yeah.
Just
But
look up
but
Grimes
I'm
Hill.
here for 23 years, so I don't know.
How is it from the Midwest? She'll be fine. Staten Island, well,
I don't know how much Staten Island's changed. Okay, me personally, right? If I had a daughter, a niece, or something like that from, like, typical kind of Midwest or here, right? Tennessee. This isn't really the Midwest. It's same kind of mentality here. This isn't like really like the deep South. It's the mid South. Would I send
Wagner College is a good school.
Yes, but would I send the female that I cared about to live on Staten Island to attend the school? Not a prayer. It'll never happen. I would kill her first.
I don't know if it's a good area to live in.
The school is fine. I say the school's probably great.
Yeah, the
Okay,
school is
but to
great.
take somebody who has Midwest values, let's say, common normal American values, and put them in that environment with the males that are there, and the no, absolutely.
I don't know, Wagner College probably has a good handle on everything, because that's a private school. It's a very, very good school.
But she's going to leave the campus. She's going to go to Jimbo's Pizzeria. She's going to be immersed in Staten Island culture, and for me, it's like an absolute hard no.
Don't make eye contact.
What's that?
I said don't
make eye contact. Exactly, right? Don't make eye contact.
Don't make eye contact.
Okay.
Because that means like you're trying to start with somebody.
Yeah. So
just
Wagner
if somebody's
College
doing something crazy, just don't look at them.
Wagner College might be good, okay?
It's very good.
The neighborhood around Wagner College might be good.
Yeah.
But the general environment of that area, hard no. Just absolute hard no. No consideration, no thought, no buts. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Not everybody
No.
in Staten Island is like that, though.
No,
Not
but
everybody is like that.
take
There's
a
some
girl.
very
Take a
old
girl from the
school
Midwest.
people.
Take a girl from the Midwest and drop her on Staten Island, and you tell me what kind of chances she has. No, absolutely not.
Don't look at anybody.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody gives you the finger, because they will.
Yeah.
Don't just walk away. Just walk away.
You want. I always think of somebody whose name I won't mention. You know, you want a stripper on heroin? Send her there, okay? Because that's what you'll end up. She gets immersed in
That's
that
not
culture.
true.
You want to know how you get your heroin strippers?
That's not
Send
true.
a
Not
Midwest
not
girl to
Wagner,
Staten Island.
No, not Wagner College. Wagner College.
Wagner
is,
College has nothing to do with it. It's on Staten Island. Staten Island's part of freaking New York City. No, it's a zoo. No.
She'll be okay. Don't make eye contact. Okay. Dano sent you a super chat.
Thank you, Dana.
For the loose cam bushings, what about a plus 001 or 002 on the OD? I could make it an eBay item.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. The only issue I see with that, well, I mean, it would be up to whoever's doing the installation to make it and tell you what oversize they need. That is actually a good idea, good eBay item. They only come standard and 5 over. So like a range of 1, 2, 3, and it's not just the Sportsters, evidently, because now I'm not familiar with the other Harley Davidson engines, only the Sportsters for me. But people on that video commented, yeah, same thing on fill in the blank, whatever. I think the Twinkie has that problem. So yes, oversized bushings in 1, 2, 3 thousandths over. There's so many of those bikes scattered all over the world. I don't see how you can go wrong with it.
Okay, let's see. You missed station wagons? Yeah, they were good.
That's why I got into the XJs, because the XJ really is a station wagon. In my mind, that's what an XJ is. They called it a sport wagon when they introduced it, and so yeah, rather than having to go find an old station wagon and deal with crusty interiors and all the other shit that goes with an old car, I got into the XJs, and they fit the purpose of daily transportation and running around and just an all around great vehicle, the best.
I can't find any Dodge Omnis anymore. I just saw one for sale, and a Horizon on
Yeah.
Marketplace.
They're out there.
Yeah, they're there.
Now, if I could find a first generation Caravan, 84, 5, 6, 7, 88, first generation, it's gotta be first generation, I would buy that. But it has to be pristine, which is something that you're not gonna find, right? I would have bought one of those before I bought this thing. And that I would have taken care of. I would have added that to the fleet permanently.
Richard Hayes says, thanks for worrying me, guys. No, sorry, we don't want to worry anybody.
Dude,
Don't make eye contact. It's not a big deal. Like, just don't.
Listen, I have no reason to lie to you. I have no
Just
reason.
go about your business.
I have no reason to lie to you, and I have no, you know what I mean? I'm just telling you, if it was a female.
I don't know what that area is like. It's probably okay. Start reading the Staten Island Advance. That's probably how you will find out about the neighborhoods and what's going on. Like news-wise, go to the Staten Island Advance or Sylvie.com. Yeah, I think that it's good to read the stories and you know what's going on in the neighborhoods. Like, I think that that's probably best.
If you knew how bad the drug problem was out there.
That was in the South Shore. It was very, very bad around the train stations and around the towns. They had an opioid problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for a long time, but I haven't really heard anything about it.
That's because it's normal now. It was an epidemic and now it's just normal.
I don't
No,
know.
I'm telling you.
That wasn't around Wagner College, though. That was in the South Shore.
Dude, I have no reason. Do what you're going to do, right? I have no reason to lie to you. I have no reason to make anything up. If it was me and a female that I cared about, no. Just no. I grew up there. I know the place. I know the people. I know the ways of the land out there.
Yeah, but not every area is horrible. There are very old school people still there in those areas.
but they're not.
Grimes Hill is an older area.
But they're not college girls coming from the Midwest who are going to meet friends who are going to be like, let's go bounce around the city.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Okay?
Don't,
You can't stop her from doing this.
Yeah, don't get on the subway.
Right. It's 11 o'clock. Let's get on the ferry and look at the Statue of Liberty.
No,
okay?
don't do that.
You don't understand. You don't understand. Okay? So it has nothing to do with the college. It has nothing to do with the neighborhood around the college. It's the fact that you're taking a girl from a young girl from the Midwest and dropping her into the biggest cesspool on earth.
Yeah.
Okay?
You don't know what is it? It's a different way of being. Like once you enter, like if I go back to New York, I carry myself differently. I speak differently. I walk differently. Everything I do is different. I kind of become different. And then here I relax, you know. You can't relax there.
No.
So if she doesn't know how to get around and do those things, don't get on the subway. Don't.
It's inevitable.
Go into Manhattan.
They're gonna go
like
to the
that.
bars.
Yeah, no, don't go to the bars. Don't go to the bars.
But this is what college kids do, and this
Drink
is why
in your
I'm saying.
dorm room.
This is why I'm saying that this is you do not understand what you're talking about unless you live in New York City. Unless you know New York City, you do not understand what I'm talking about.
We just had the conversation the other day about when I had to go for that class.
Yep.
It was like 101st Street, 103rd Street. I don't remember, in Manhattan, and we didn't get out of class until 10 o'clock, 10:30, and I'm like, frick, I gotta get on the subway. And the subway stations were closed. I had to walk. I don't know how many blocks I walked until I found an open station. And there were all these people standing in front of the delis.
I know.
And I was like, oh my God, I have no one to walk with. Like, you have to not do that.
I could
Don't let her do that.
I could see a group of 3, 4, college age girls, Friday night, 10 o'clock. We don't have class tomorrow. Let's go look at Times Square.
No.
You don't.
I
please.
grew up as a female in New York. I would watch the news and they would have stories on how not to be attacked.
I know.
And you would watch it and you would say, oh, they only go for like the ones that look like they're easy. It's how you walk. It's how you carry yourself. It's how you move. It's how everything.
So, well, you guys got to understand about.
And I grew up like that. I was 10 watching those things on the news.
Right. You guys got to understand. I grew up, right, in New York City in the 70s, the taxi driver era, okay? That's when I grew up in New York City when the Bronx was burning, okay? Mm-hmm. I hunted the Son of Sam. I was out there as part of a vigilante group hunting for the Son of Sam.
Yeah, I was told in school, don't go to the park.
Right. So
okay, Son of Sam, yay.
So
okay.
I once tripped over a dead body. We were having a party over at Wolf's Pond Park, right? And I tripped. I was horsing around with one of my friends. We were drunk, and he pushed me backwards, and I tripped into something that was like gooey, right? I don't know, what the hell is this? It was pitch black. I couldn't tell. The next morning, they found the body. Somebody had got shot and burned, and they left their body over there. And I tripped over the friggin' body. This is the New York City that I grew up in. So, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, I know this place like the back of my hand. And it has not gotten any better. I watch these videos. Actually, I was just watching a video the other day about New York and, the biker scene there from the 70s and the punk scene from the 70s and all of that, right? So I was there. This is my childhood, okay? And I would go back to that era in New York in a heartbeat before I dealt with the kind of stuff that they got going on there today.
I thought Giuliani cleans up New York. Laughing emoji.
On the surface, he turned Times Square into Disneyland.
Disneyland, yeah.
And yeah, on the surface he cleaned it up. But no, the Big Apple's been rotting for decades, and that places that were bad then are worse now. But they set up. Like Giuliani and the city planners at the time, right, were smart. And what they did was they set up basically tourist corridors. So, okay, tourists want to see...
M&M store.
Right. Tourists want to see A, B, C, D. These are the typical things that the tourist sees. And they're going to go from tourist spot A to tourist spot B. So everything between tourist spot A and tourist spot B has got to be clean. We're going to clean the streets. We're going to take all the graffiti off. We're going to make sure everything is good, right? But go 2 blocks in any direction, and it was a freaking disaster. So he was smart in that respect. And on the surface, it looked like the city was cleaned up. But no, the city is not cleaned up. It's worse now than it's ever been.
Yeah, I hope that she's okay. It's a great school. Great school.
Yeah, no good.
New York City looked quite nice in breakfast at Tiffany's. There are some nice areas. There's still some nice areas.
Yeah, in the 50s and like the early 60s, it was great. Right now, I mean, I was a baby, but in 63, 4, 5, 6, I was a baby. But it was a very good place there. But and the reason for that is because you had a lot of middle class. You had manufacturing jobs. When I was a kid, there were manufacturing jobs everywhere. Like even when I was a teenager, you go to Brooklyn, let's say, and you go through down into a neighborhood, and in any given neighborhood there were small factories. Actually, my buddy Michio's father had a place. There was he used to make wrought iron railings, which was a thing back then, and it was just a little mini factory in the middle of a residential neighborhood, and that's the way the whole city was set up like that. So there were tons of jobs. There were breweries everywhere. They used to brew all kinds of beer and stuff like that. All sorts of textile jobs.
Yeah, you're talking about the fashion industry.
The fashion industry.
Amount of textiles.
Yeah. Right, like there were tons of places where women were sewing clothes together and shit. And so you go back to the 50s and the 60s, like you look at the Honeymooners or I Love Lucy, right? That New York was a really, really good place. And then in the later 60s and into the 70s, all the manufacturing left. And all that was left was the financial district. And so that's when it started the big plunge. And now the financial district is over, right? I was just watching a video. A guy was walking around New York, and it was like, Monday morning, and he was downtown, and I'm like, where's anybody with the suits? Like, where are the suits? There's no suits. Like,
no one's dressed for work.
Right. It's all gone. That's all gone. And so now the city is just running on federal grants and robbing Peter to pay Paul. And escape from New York is going to be a real thing. I absolutely guarantee. And I'm not even talking about the commie that they elected. I mean, it's going to happen of its own accord. The place has absolutely no means of self-support. It ain't there. So.
Ed Koch, how am I doing?
I remember. Who was it that to New York dropped dead? Oh, Abe Beam was the mayor.
Yeah, Abe
and
Beam.
It was Ford, was it? Gerald Ford? Mm-hmm. It was like to New York City, dropped dead.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the city was bankrupt.
Yeah.
I remember that. I was a kid.
Yep.
The city was bankrupt.
Please.
Crazy. That's when the Bronx was burning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know what year that was.
That is.
I was a kid and I remember it.
That's the New York City I grew up in. That was my childhood.
Yeah, we grew up with the shortwave radio on all the time so we could hear what the cops were doing, where they were, and the blackouts. Don't go outside.
I can't remember this guy's name. It was when I first got involved with the funny cars. So back 1985, 1986. And there was a guy in the Bronx that ran a chassis shop. So he was in this was great. His business hours were only at night. No daytime business hours at all. And he built race car chassis. There was a lot of drag racing in New York in that area at that time. And not only on the street, but you had Englishtown, and you had New York National had just closed, but there was still that. There was West Hampton, there was Atco. There were a lot of local tracks and a lot of street racing. So it was a very active hot rod scene during that period of time. And This guy, I can't remember his name, it's right on the tip of my tongue, but he ran a chassis shop in the Bronx. And the shop was in what was a burned out apartment building. So it was like the
So many.
yeah. So it was like the first two floors, and there was like a makeshift roof over what would have been the rest of the building, which was torn down. But it was like the first two floors of a burned out apartment building, and he had a full blown chassis shop in there, and you'd go, and there would be shots fired, all kinds of other stuff. It was just like the normal thing, just the normal thing.
You remember his name?
I can't remember his name. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's right on the tip of my tongue. And I told you about the dead hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad. Well, now that you said it, you might as well tell them because you just said it.
This was around 1985. 1985 or thereabouts, 1986 maybe. And I was working for Jerry Caminito with his funny car. And I was using Scotty Guadagno, PG Performance. He runs a Pro Mod car now. He's down in Florida. So I needed to get the block. Jerry hurt the block and had it welded, and now it needed to go to PG to be line board and stuff. So I had to get there first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning was like 5 o'clock in the morning. So he's going to meet me, and then this way we were going to do everything, and then I get out of it in the afternoon. So I'm driving to his place, and I'm sitting at an intersection. Okay, this is off of Schenectady Avenue in Brooklyn, and I'm looking around. This is, I guess, the usual late night zoo. Okay, and I look at the corner, right, and on the right there on the corner is a street light. Okay, and right there on the corner is what's obviously a dead hooker. Now, obviously a hooker. Obviously dead. Okay, this is a mess. Okay, and I'm like, dead hooker, So it happens. Light turns green. I go to the machine shop. Scotty works on the block. I'm there the whole day now. Okay, so it's like now I'm leaving. It's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Everything's done. I'm gonna drop the block off over at Jerry's. So I'm going back the other way now, and I'm sitting at the same intersection. And I look at the corner, dead hooker is still in the same spot. There's people walking back and forth.
Unbelievable.
It's like absolutely dead hooker on the corner, just laying there, and everybody just going about their business in the middle of the day. And I was like, this is New York.
That's sick.
This is New York. Those are the neighborhoods that you never see on. That's, they do like the travel logs. Oh, I'm going to go visit New York City, right? These are the neighborhoods you never see in New York City, and they actually geographically make up the majority of the landmass in the city.
There's patches. You have to know which patches you can go into and which patches you can't. Like when I went to Brooklyn College briefly, but they would say to me, don't go behind the school.
Right.
You can stay in front of the school and stay in that direction, but don't go behind the school because it was really bad. That was a really bad area. So it's like New York is broken up into different, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Different zones. Yeah, it's like, okay, stay in this zone and you're fine. But if you walk over, you're in the wrong territory,
Yep.
and you better get your ass out of there really quickly. And you have to know which territories you're in.
So the thing about New York now, right? So you go back to the 70s, okay? You had biker gangs that kept certain areas clean. Like, in other words, like they did their stuff, whatever they were going to do, but no crime happened in their areas, their zones. And then you had the Italians, the boys, right? And nothing happened in their zones, okay? Nothing, right? Then in the 90s, like around the Giuliani era, okay, the bikers all had already dispersed, and the Italians all moved. The Giuliani went after the Italians. Why he did that, I don't know. Because the Italians were kept the streets clean. You know what I mean? Like okay, shit isn't going to happen in this area or that area. And it was fine. Everything was good. It was a balance. There was a balance. And when Giuliani went after the Italians and they left, then the Russians came in. and the Russians, right, the Russians and the Vietnamese and a couple of other types of gangs like moved in and started carving up the city for their territory. But the Russians were ruthless. Okay, you know the Italians, nobody bought you. They wouldn't bother you. You know, you just go about your business. You know, just don't do anything stupid. Go about your business, and everything's fine. The Russians, on the other hand, those people were nuts. They were ruthless, and that was a big part of like that was a destabilization of the neighborhoods. Is anybody who's watching this from New York? Are you familiar with what I'm talking about?
Henry hit 68 century super chat.
Thank you, man.
Your thoughts on Cash for Clunkers program, and were the cars actually required to be formally scrapped or crushed by a certain time frame?
Yeah, I mean, there's a conspiracy theory about the Cash for Clunkers thing in that it was a means of getting usable cars off the road so that they could bring in the stuff that they've got today. Um, yeah, if you go to like the World Economic Forum level of stuff I'm planning, yeah, that might have been it. But I don't think there was really enough volume to account for that. It wasn't a big enough program to account for that. It just so happens that the last of the survivable, real, good survivable cars got wrapped up in that. It was more to get the dealers and everybody else back in action because new cars were just in a slump. Everything was in a slump. Um, it was the great financial crisis. So it was a way of stimulating the auto business. So conspiracy, possibly, definitely a dumb way, a really dumb way to stimulate the auto business in the day. But either way, we lost a lot of really good cars.
That was also your impression when you so proudly left Tony after so proudly also disobeying all laws? We disobey all laws.
I disobeyed plenty of them.
Not really. It's whatever. Let's see. My wife is from New York, so she told me to say yes. She still has a lot of family back there. I'm from Boston, Tony, but sometimes bodyguarded dancers down in New York City. What does that mean?
Dance club, strip clubs.
Yeah, what about 'em?
Well, they would have escorts. The girls would have escorts.
Yeah, and?
That's what he was doing.
No, this is Olive.
Oh.
Saying that.
What'd she say?
I'm from Boston.
Boston, right.
Tony, but sometimes bodyguarded dancers
Yeah,
down
bodyguarded dancers, right, that's what I mean.
Oh. Okay. This is Oscar Gonzalez, he sent you super chat.
Thanks, Oscar.
I visited New York City for a few hours because of flight cancellation. Found hotel room in New York City. Cabbie was rude because the tip wasn't enough. And food in hotels is expensive. I have enough of New York City.
Yeah. I took my friend Troy Ray. I was up in New York. It was after I moved down here, and he was running at a funny car reunion or some funny car event in Englishtown. And he was from Tennessee here too. So I took him. I said, can you give me a quick tour of the city? He says, sure. So we went first thing in the morning before we went to the track. And so they wanted to see this, they wanted to see that, and they wanted to see Times Square. And when we were in Times Square, he was hungry. Everybody was hungry. This is 20 years ago now. And I said, all right, well, let's just dive in here and we'll grab something quick. So I got 3 pancakes. Okay? I got 3 pancakes. Troy got like 2 eggs and some bacon. And his wife got something, whatever. It was $90 freaking dollars.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, this is 20 something years ago. It would be like the same as spending like $200 today.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Quick, simple breakfast, and it wasn't a fancy place. It was just a breakfast place right immediately off of Times Square.
All right. Well, I think our time is just about up, Tony.
Wow, we did a lot of talking tonight.
Did a lot of talking. Middle Tennessee. We're in Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. A place I love dearly.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's see. Walter Woodchip. The only reason I would ever go back to New York, New Jersey again is if AFT has a race at Meadowlands Mile.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that could ever make me go back there for even a visit. Just nothing. Just nothing. I I get to. I'm sensitive to I guess maybe I'm sensitive to energies. However, I don't know. I'm not one of these metaphysical people, but I know that I recognize certain things, and I get to Alexandria, Virginia, which is just south of Washington D.C. Okay, so I'm taking 95 up, um, or taking 81 up, and they converge right there in Northern Virginia. From Northern Virginia to Boston, okay, I have always referred to this as no, Winnie, stop that. I've always referred to it as the corridor of doom, okay, because you go anywhere in this country, you drive anywhere in this country, and it's like everything's beautiful, everything's nice, you can relax, you take it easy, you have a good feeling, okay, right? You get to the corridor of doom, like I said, from Alexandria, Virginia to Boston, and it changes. Your energy changes. I get anxious. I get angry. I get okay, it's something in the air. There's an energy or something in that area that's dark. That's the only way I can explain it. Now, I'm not saying that everything and everybody there is all jacked up. What I'm saying is that region. Okay, you get to that region, and it has a different energy, a heavier, darker energy than any place else
I
I
don't
go
think
to.
that. I don't think that's true.
How often did you travel out into the world and then go back
A
up
lot.
there?
What are you talking about?
When?
What do you mean when?
Most of the time when I was doing my traveling, you were home.
Well, that's then, but when I was a kid, I was all over the place.
You don't notice these things when you're a kid. You notice them
No,
when
you're
you're an
more.
adult.
Yeah, you notice it more when you're a kid than you are when you're an adult.
Oh, I don't know about that. When you're a kid, you're just rolling along and you're reading your
not
book
true.
or playing with your thing, or you're
No,
listening to the
that's
radio,
not
you're looking out the
true.
window.
No.
Okay. I pick up on it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I haven't been up there in a while, so.
Has anybody else
Not
experienced
since
that?
2016.
How many people? I don't know how many people we got here. Has anybody else experienced that same thing?
I don't know. Let's see. Nathan Berg sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
Tony, don't listen to the chatter. The town and country is a comfortable ride and a practical for what you need. Thanks again for the stories, Tony.
Thank you. Finally, the voice of reason.
Code Improvement says yes, Corridor of Doom is real. I think it's the tolls. The tolls make it the Corridor of Doom.
No, the tolls are like
The
icing
tolls
on
and
the
the
cake.
traffic.
The
The
tolls are
traffic here sucks too.
the tolls are the cherry on the sundae of evil. Okay, that's what the tolls are. The tolls
Cherry
would.
on the Sunday of evil.
Yes. Yes.
I like being near the water though. Being on an island, I did like that. I don't like living inland.
Yeah. I mean, I
feel
can see
differently
that.
living inland than
I
I
can see
do
that.
when I'm on the coast. So I didn't like that feeling. So
Maryland is I think out of all of the states, Maryland is my least favorite. I never like driving through Maryland.
Maryland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Yeah. Okay, we're done. We're done.
all right, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
We didn't talk about cars tonight.
We did talk about cars.
We probably got more thumbs down on this live than any other. I bet you we lost more subscribers in this live. We usually lose like 6 subscribers every
Yeah,
live.
whatever.
I bet you we lost over 10 this
You
one.
think so?
Probably.
Maybe.
Um,
Possible.
all right. So, what the hell was I going to say?
I don't know. You gotta thank everybody.
I have to thank everybody. I have to thank everybody who sent me a super chat. Thank you so much. It's never expected, but always appreciated. And everybody who contributed with just your presence and your conversation, thank you equally. We love you guys. Even the ones of you in the Northeast, get out of. Listen to me, right? Look at me, okay? Get out of there. Right? Do it while you still can, right? Because the window of opportunity is closing. Get out of there. Thank you. Our awesome mods. Foo Bar, Mexican Spec, he checked out early. 0. Guys, thank you so much for always keeping it going for us here. And that's it. I don't even know what I want to talk about. There's stuff. This stuff. Dr. Art will be he goes live every Monday night, 7 o'clock. He'll be back for this Wednesday night for our typical, our usual Wednesday night tech talk. And get out of there, okay? Trust me on this. Trust me. And Jamie, if you still want to hang out, go over to Dead Dodge Garage. Tell them that psycho that's rambling about evil energies in New York and all this other shit sent me over. So go over there and continue hanging out. And that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Then let's end it.
All right. Good night,
All right.
everybody.
Good night,
Thank
everybody,
you.
and thank you. We said that kind of together. We
did.
We should say it together, ready?
You owe me a Coke.
Okay, ready? Good night. You gotta say it together, right? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Good night, everybody.
It was weird and creepy.